right, good morning, Cyber Traders. Happy Friday, everybody. Good to see you all. Good morning. Good to see you, Lawrence. Keith, good to see you. Keith, my chickens are doing good. My chickens are doing really well. Thank you very much. uh, it was good to see you too in Florida, everybody. I know we bumped a bunch of people who were in Florida for the on-site for DTI. It was great seeing you all there. But my God, the weekend just came back so fast. I mean, we were already at look at this. We had a nice little rally. Now we had a little crash. Now we got a little rally. Now we got a little crash. I mean, what a crazy day. But anyway, I know you guys got class today. Just want to remind everybody, you got Josh is doing, I think it's phase 2 again. I think he's doing, right? Yeah, phase 2. You're gonna be doing phase 2, and then we're gonna continue phase 3 going into, I believe, next week. We got it. So look forward to seeing you all in class. I know it was a really good class, a lot of stuff talking about. But you know what? There's a lot of good stocks that are moving. By the way, you guys see what's going on with AI? I mean, yesterday, I just want to bring this up really quick. First of all, I want to point this out. Level 4, if you look right here, look at this iceberg order right here get filled, right? That trader got done, and then another trader came out here. He got filled. Now, remember, the big thing that we teach you here is you follow the money. And you could see here on the big trade, what a nice run yesterday from right around, it didn't do anything in pre-market, but it kicked in right around 940, 948, 950. And it just landed from like 23 all the way up to about 26. What a beautiful run up all the way up to about 12 o'clock. So you know what? This stock is going back on the watch list. And not only that, I think it could be a good swing trade. I was watching it earlier right here, but it came right back down. But it is a pretty volatile stock. But keep an eye on AI. And for some of you that probably don't know this, but AI, if I go back pretty far out, last year, this thing was a $180 stock. Now, when you look here in the long-term chart right here, you can see it's got some pretty big resistance levels right around that $30 price range. And, a lot of us were trading at the beginning of the year when it was like $10 and had a good run up. But you could see when you go back in November, back to now, big resistance. So just be really, really careful on that, which leads us to a couple of the stocks we're going to talk about yesterday, because we had a lot of good stocks that we had yesterday, and we'll cover it. So, and before, let's do that first, and then we'll go through the watch list. Now, I'll tell you the truth, I didn't see that many good stocks this morning, okay? I was going through the watch list. You got the market down. It actually recovered a little bit. It was down about 350. We came back about 100 points. I think the numbers that came out were pretty decent. But let me tell you, that's not, as a trader, I always want to remind everyone, when you got good news coming out and the market doesn't go up, that's a bad sign, okay? That is a really, really bad sign. It means nobody is interested. You hear that, job reports have been pretty decent, this and that. But let me tell you, and that's why you learn as a trader, what we teach at Cyber Trade University, is that when you sit there and you're looking at it like, wait a minute, they beat earnings. Why is it not going up? Oh, they just, the CPI numbers weren't that bad. And all of a sudden, it's not going anywhere. That's not a good sign as a trader. So, as a swing trader, you better be careful. And as an option, but as a day trader, that's what's going to prepare you to do those good shorts and so on. Anyway, let's go through a couple of watch lists, because this thing was retarded yesterday. Oh my God, this thing was crazy. So anyway, we traded this stock yesterday. For some of you that just came in, right, everyone, we saw this stock. Let me zoom in over here, because this was just like out of nowhere. So this stock right here went from $11 and just got halted and halted and halted. And from literally at, what time was that right there? That was at 9:35. I called it out right around like, around like 9:30, 9:40, 9:50. And I said, we got a halt. And then the stock was right around 16. And we come back, I got halted again. The thing ran all the way up to about $26. What really freaked me out about the stock is it didn't go anywhere. It kind of held there for a while, but that was unbelievable. The only bad thing about that stock, I know I told a lot of us don't trade it, is because the volume was extremely low, okay? But when you look here on that long-term chart, my God, that thing was just out of this world. Look at $10 to 28. That was at 300. Anyway, that's what we traded yesterday. Snapchat also did really well too, and had a good run up. And you can see right here, did a good, nice little pop right here. And then all of a sudden, it kind of came back down. You can see it came right back down. Snapchat, all speculation. We're talking about Snapchat because what's going on right now with TikTok. You know that the CEO was down there in Congress. They were talking about him, about what's the story with TikTok? Why are you, are you part of your Chinese spy, whatever it is? So it helps these companies out. So Snap did come back down. I don't know how it ended up, if it's going to continue the way it is, but I did keep it on the watch list. Now, remember, it's always nice to trade stocks that we found from yesterday. They do spill into today, okay? So Snapchat, I'm going to keep an eye on this morning. And the only reason why is because I'm not seeing that much out there. Coin got crushed yesterday, and then they made a nice, really recovery. So Coin went from $60 all the way up to about 68. That was a really, really nice bounce on Coin. You could see that from the day before. I mean, the news, it just literally it was a catastrophe. Came all the way back down and it finally recovered. So Coin did really well. I don't think I want to put it on my watch list this morning. Square got crushed yesterday. You could see it here. Stock was all the way up to about 77, went all the way to the lows around 57, had a nice little bounce. That stock, I might consider it. Square, I think, is a little bit easier to trade than Coin. AI, put it back on the watch list. Okay. AI is doing AI. Listen, I'm looking at AI right here on level 4, and you could see those very simple red block orders. I mean, now look, this buyer out there is for 25,000. Any sellers out there? You got a 20,000 share seller at 26.40. By the way, everyone here that's watching it on social media, when's the last time someone taught you and showed you and say, hey, just let you know, there's a cop down in the end of the road. Okay, you better not speed. Okay, what are you going to do? Speed? Oh no, I'm looking. I got my radar. I got my radar looking behind me, not in front of me. Well, the metaphor, the whole part about that is, you want to go out there and trade. Don't you want to know where the other orders are, so you know how to have a game plan? So hopefully you guys learned a lot. That was a pretty good example. That's why I'm really want to kind of point that out a little bit more. But anyway, that's going back on the watch list. Open had a really cheap stock, a little slow, but not going to be trading anymore. And this FRC took a huge dive. I mean, like, look at that. You know what that looks like, cyber traders? What does that look like to you right there on the long-term chart? Doesn't that look like a Fausto flag to you? Does not look good for FRC. Let me tell you, people averaging down and averaging down and averaging down. Listen, it's a fun day trade, but it is hell no swing average down trade. Okay. Now, what else is out there looking at it? Listen, there was this company dated, obviously, you can see it's an IPO, very dangerous stock. I saw drama, DRMA. So this one is not terrible. It's got a nice little push yesterday. There was another stock that made a nice little run, cheap little stock, but she's on her way, on her trend down. DRMA, let's go check on level 4 and see what's out there. See what we got in the orders. Okay, so we had a big iceberg order for about big iceberg order right around that 201. I'll show it to you right here. See him right there? Big order right there. It looks like it came back down. Not really going anywhere. So it's going to probably be a good level 1 stock for some of you here to trade that. Now, listen, we're right now at the number 2 biggest percentage gainer. Now, watch when we start working our way down. Once we get below 10%, we're pretty much not really interested in a lot of these stocks. So there's not that much going on there. On the losers list, we all know why DHHC is in there. That was that big rally yesterday. All these big runners, obviously, show up in the losers. Hopping over here in the New York Stock Exchange, 12%, biggest percentage gainer. And you got ETFs like UVXY that's moving. Boyle, Boyle took a huge hit. I'm glad I got out of that stock. My God. Yeah, I thought that stock was going to make a little bit of a recovery. Let me tell you, when it broke this 25, that was game over. Okay. Major supports. UVXY is moving. I mean, these are all ETFs. The problem with UVXY, I'm going to bring up a level 4, is that it's very difficult to see, the iceberg orders. This is where you get a lot of rainbow effects. Now, it's not terrible right now. You could see that there's a 221,000 share buyer right around $6. So it's kind of obvious, but if you start seeing, you see all the algorithms over there, those are all algos. So, but you can see you got a pretty big ass buyer right there. It looks like he got hit. How much was it here? Oh, look at that. It was 375. He did sell 100. He's still out there for another 120. So it looks like he bought about 125,000 shares. Okay. That's not drop change. Drip, drip, drip. Looks like it's moving also. I'm really in trade drip too much. Losers not looking too well. Deutsche Bank not doing too well. Ooh, you know what? Have they been talking about Deutsche Bank too? Let's keep an eye on Deutsche Bank. TB. I didn't hear that. Let's see. We might go into another. Remember, I told you this. I had him. Oh, Mark, you got a short on it? Mark got a short on Deutsche Bank in the trading room. All right, where you go, Mark? Where you go? Put that in there. There you go, right there. Pretty good, pretty good. It's Deutsche Bank. Let me tell you, what a good swing trade. It was a great short from yesterday. I told you this, that there's a lot of stocks out there. You might see in another couple of weeks, a couple of banks might be getting a little pinched right here. So we'll see how that goes. All right. All right, cyber traders, anything else before we go and get ready for the market open? You got about 20, a little less than 20 minutes. All right. Listen, we had a lot of people that attended our open house yesterday. So for all of you that are new, and by the way, if you still want to join, on the top left-hand corner on our Restream right here, you can see this as a free live workshop. Just take your phone and just scan it, right there. You've probably done it already, and you can join us. But remember, if you are new here to Cyber Trade University, make sure you book your appointment with your education advisor. Let them teach you a little bit about how the market works, what you're going to learn in the trading room, so you can be there all day, and pick a day that you guys want. Okay, but just do yourself a favor. Do not buy anything that we trade, because we're not here to trade. You're here to learn. Some people want to do this, but you don't know if it's really for you, and that's okay. So just please make sure you do that. All right. In the meantime, guys, enjoy your weekend. All right. We'll see you back here when the market opens up at 9:30. And if you're watching on any of these streams, we'll see you back here at 2:30. All right. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. Be safe. And if I don't see you, like I said, enjoy your weekend.